Well, good rising, everyone, and welcome back to Coffee Talk with Karen B. It's so good to see you all here this fine Moonday morning, April 28th, 2025. Can you believe it? Almost the end of April. Almost the end of April. Already. What the hell? It's so fast. It always happens so fast. How do you make time slow down? It only seems to get faster and faster. Faster and faster. Yes, I saw that everything went out of power. I'll talk about that in a minute. In Europe. What's up, Tony Coriolis? Pimp Moiled My Foreskin, Aisling 717, Gregory May, Southern Belle, Alpine Endeavor, I Am Mayan's Cat, Billingtono, Jay, Thunder Chicken, Dr. Bassack Words, Shane St. Pierre, Happy Monday. Yeah, I think it just happened. I actually have it up here on my screen. Putin declares 3-day ceasefire in Ukraine. Victory Day, Russia-Ukraine war, Trump's token after surrender, punch at Zelensky. Will exempt Ukraine's debt obligation. So yeah, looks like there's a major power outage in Portugal and Spain. Massive blackout sweeps across Europe, leaving countries like France, Spain, Belgium, and Portugal without power. So it's not just Spain and Portugal. Authorities say the cause of the blackout is still under investigation. People having to walk out of the train tunnels. Dang, man. It's kind of major. And they don't know why yet? Crazy. All the traffic lights out. Crazy. Spain hits first weekday of 100% renewable power on national grid. Spain's grid ran entirely on renewable energy for the first time on April 16th, with wind, solar, and hydro meeting all peninsular electricity demand during a weekday. 5 days later, solar set a new record. Huh. Due to greeny unreliables. No outage in Belgium, huh? So that may be incorrect. Let's see. People already putting out all the conspiracy theories about it. Spain hit by massive power outage days after canceling Israel arms deal, huh? Is that true? Massive power outage and blackout. No electricity in Barcelona. Passengers on a train in Spain were left stranded in the middle of nowhere due to power outage. Oh, I guess that's why they were walking out of the tunnels and stuff. All the lost power. I don't know if that was like some kind of subway. They have a lot of underground like stuff over there, subways and stuff. They're the public transit system in Europe, in like pretty much all European countries, is way better than it is here in America, where everybody drives their own car. We're all just gluttonous pigs. Selfish, gluttonous pigs, all owning our own vehicles and with our cheap gas. I'm kidding. I definitely like having my own vehicle, so I'm not complaining, but you know, it's just funny. But they do have a better public transportation system over there than we do. A lot of people use it too. So a massive power outage like that in Europe would really mess people up. Would it not? Hey, Dave Hinkle, ball is still bull poop. Yep. The days are lonely and the years are short. Similar to that power outage across the East Coast back in '03. I guess I don't remember that, Billingtano. I was definitely not on the East Coast that far back. I was in California. Happy new moon in Taurus. Yes, sir. War on people. Spain and Portugal power outage since they switched to green stream alone. Yeah. Bibi is more than capable of destroying the Jewish state by his own actions. The trains were really cool in Italy. The food on the train was better than anywhere here too. I know, Tony. It's true. That's a fact. You can get a glass of Chianti at the gas station in Italy. That's all I got to say about that. I know their politics are not the best. You know, they were horrible. That place was horrible during COVID. But you can get a glass of Chianti and, you know, at the gas station. I mean, how do you compete with that? Good morning, Earth first, space later. Hey, good times for all. Anyway, yeah. Still not really saying why. Spain is about to declare martial law. This is 18 minutes ago in response to the power outages that are happening in their country. Oh boy. This person, I don't know who this person is, but talking about importing sub-Saharan migrants. Portugal and Spain suffer nationwide power outages. Picture from my daughter Hannah in Spain. Oil refineries allegedly on fire in A Coruña. Whoa, really? That's crazy. What's up with that? Radio stations in Spain down. Traffic lights off. Transport stopped. No electricity in the entire country or in Portugal. Wow. Oof. One of the largest power outages in the EU, more than 10 gigawatts of electricity disappeared within minutes. Wow. This resulted in train disruptions, flight cancellations, disrupted mobile phone reception. The publication describes this event as one of the largest energy disasters in the EU's modern history. Wow. That's crazy. Widespread power outages across Europe. What's happening? So far, I think it's just Portugal and Spain. Significantly impacting Spain, Portugal, and southern France. Okay, maybe France. France is right next to Spain, so that makes sense. With reports of minor effects in Andorra, the Netherlands, Belgium. In Spain, the blackout affected major cities including Madrid, Barcelona, Valencia, Seville, and regions like Catalonia, Andalusia, Aragon, Navarre, and the Basque Country, Castile and Leon, Extremadura, and Murcia. The outage began around 12:30 p.m. local time, causing a sharp drop in Spain's electricity demand by over 10 gigawatts, roughly a third of the country's daily usage. Wow. Oh, this is Spanish news. President of the Community of Madrid was caught in this power outage in Guadalajara. Activate Emergency Plan 3 so that the military can intervene. What we are going to do from the government of the Community of Madrid is a national government to activate Emergency Plan 3 so that the military can maintain order if necessary. The situation has reached that point, and now we are going to move 112, where a part of the government team is working to assess how we can be of assistance to see what unforeseen situations are arising, and therefore work to restore normality as soon as possible. Oh, my grandpa was in the middle of surgery. Oh, how sad. Yeah, you gotta worry about that. Like, seriously, losing power to hospitals and stuff, that's a big deal. That is a big deal, man. Hello, the Mandy Effect. Commercial sound and video. Just imagine major cities. I can't. In those high rises, no power in those high rise buildings. Ugh. Ugh. I think you just listed every province in Spain. I know, right? The world is organic. It's deliberate. Nothing in the world is organic. Well, a major power outage like that affects the whole grid, that's highly sussy. I don't think that's organic. I would have to agree that I do not think that this is an organic. Whoa, that's dark. It's darker than I thought it would be. I would have to agree that this is not, yeah, something happened, right? For the power to go out in, Spain. Your sister's in southern Spain? Oh, shit. Yeah, this color went on darker than I thought it was going to, but I just gotta go with it now, right? Committed. See what we can make of it. No immediate resolution in sight. Wow, the blackout has disrupted electricity supply in major cities, including Madrid, Valencia, Barcelona. As we have already seen, government authorities have not yet issued an official statement, though Spain's Ministry of the Interior has urged the public to remain calm while investigations are underway. Interesting. Preliminary reports suggest the outage may stem from a failure in the interconnected European power grid, potentially exacerbated by the recent high demand and integration challenges with renewable energy sources. Yeah, so remember that first thing I found, it said that their power went down just after they allegedly had like complete renewable sources. Blackout at the chicken house. Energy experts note that the European network of transmission system operators is working to stabilize the grid and restore full service. Social media reports indicate growing public concern, with users highlighting disruptions to daily activities and businesses. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no kidding. It's a disruption to daily activities, and cyber attacks are suspected. How do you cyber attack a grid, though? Is that a thing that can even be done? I feel like to shut down a power grid, you have to, there has to be some sort of mechanical failure. I don't know. How do you hack a power grid, cyber attack a power grid? Is that a thing? Let's see, in Spain, they're like 5 or 6 hours ahead, right? I think 5 hours, 6 hours in Spain. So over there, it's like 4 o'clock. It's 10 a.m. my time, so 4 p.m. Is what I think it is over there right now.
comprehensive cyber attack, which would pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack, which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison to a major cyber attack. Pay insufficient.
Imagine the people losing it because they don't have their phones, yeah. Imagine the people losing, yeah. No, that's mostly bullshit. The grid is a Hollywood thing. You cannot tie that many systems together. The neutral load would blow everything. I thought it was bullshit. It just didn't sound... I don't even know shit about it, but it just sounded like it was bullshit. You know? It's just like the bullshit detector just goes off. All good in Estonia with power, though they disconnected our grid from the Russian one here in February. Huh. So I wonder what it is. Did Spain really withdraw support of Israel recently? I'm gonna look for news. Three days ago, here we go. Spain scraps contested Israel arms deal after uproar. Facing coalition pressure, the government cancelled a £6.8 million deal, or euro, 6.8 million euro deal, risking payment without receiving any supplies. Madrid. Spain on Thursday canceled a contract to buy bullets from an Israeli company following pressure from the social-led government's far-left coalition partner, a move swiftly condemned by Israel. Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez, one of the most outspoken critics of Israel's military operations in Gaza, halted weapons transactions with Israel after the outbreak of the war following Hamas attack on October 7th. The Interior Ministry sought to terminate the 6.8 million euro contract with Israel firm's IMI Systems, which was to supply bullets to the Spanish Civil Guard police force. But on Wednesday, the ministry said it had abandoned its attempt to cancel the deal after the state legal services advised against it due to the advanced stage of the processing of the contract and because it would have had to pay without receiving the bullets. Interesting. What's up with that? So it wasn't that they were giving things to Israel, it's that they were buying bullets from Israel. This contract would be unilaterally terminated. Spain cannot buy arms from a government that massacres the Palestinian people, she told reporters. And I don't know why this is a leftist thing. Just a side note. I don't know why you get all of a sudden. This is a new thing since this whole bullshit false flag attack. I mean, we all know they let that shit happen with their like most surveilled border on Earth and their Iron Dome that they always want to brag about. Like, to think that they didn't, let that happen or have some part in it is just ridiculous. And I don't know why it's considered, the media machine totally went to work on making it a leftist thing. Now you're a leftist, or I got called a Marxist by this stupid bitch on X for saying, you know, why, for speaking out about the indiscriminate murder of women and children that's been going on, which is, it's objectively wrong. It's objectively fucked up and wrong. You know, I don't care what nationality you are. It's not okay. So now it's a leftist thing to be against the indiscriminate murder of women and children. Well, not all women and children, in particular, Palestinian women and children. Like, you have to be okay with murdering those women and children. Everybody else, you know, of course, we would put an end to it immediately. I just don't understand why that's a leftist thing now. It's clearly part of the juicy run media. You know what I'm saying? Message isn't delivered yet. I'm wondering if cell Wi-Fi signals are down. Has a bullshit ring to it, right? Especially with all the electronics now, so much dirty feedback in the neutral, every house and business sending a chunk of dirty neutral feedback all added together. Their goal is to get under your skin for speaking against Israel. Yeah, and then now the president wants to make laws, anti-Semitism a law, like basically make it illegal to like say anything except for that the Jews are God's chosen people and we should do everything that they say. Like their definition of what is anti-Semitic is just outrageous. Outrageous. It's basically thought police. They're thought policing us now. For a minority religion too, by the way. In this country anyway. You know? The Antichrist Vatican Jesuits' desire for the Zionists and Arabs to destroy each other. Albert Pike's letter, yeah. Hope Alex Michael's all good. Oh, yeah, that's right. Zach. Yeah. Alex Michael's over there in Spain. Dr. Zach is in Spain. I wonder if I can try to message him. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna send a message to Zach through Messenger. See if he gets back to us. I don't see him online though. So we'll see. Chosen as long as they follow the Torah, they always leave that part out. Yeah, it's exactly. And that there is one law for you and for the sojourner among you. So basically, yeah, anybody can be Israelite. who wants to be, you know? Anyway, it's crazy, right? It's crazy. Crazy town. So, Spain continues to stand, quote, on the wrong side of history against the Jewish state that is defending itself from terrorist attacks, Israel's foreign ministry said in a statement. On the wrong side of history. God, those arrogant assholes. I mean, seriously. Could you be more of an asshole? I don't think so. I just don't think so. Let's try this color up here. Is that too pinky? Yeah, a little bit. It's like... I mean, they're psychos. Psychopathic. Do y'all know that master bedroom is no longer a thing? It's called the primary room. Yes, NDB. Yes. I did know that. Yeah, because the master bedroom, that's racist. Yeah, they don't call it a master suite or a master bedroom, it's primary. Although, if you go, like, not everybody does it. That's probably like mostly like a liberal thing, like California or some shit. But like here in the South, I still see them houses listed that have a master. I mean, I still call it that. Called it that my whole life growing up, and I never once thought about slaves when I did it. You know, I never was like, that's the massa room, and that there's the slave room. You know? It's just silly. What's going on here? Hey, Aaron. I'm watching your videos. I need to manifest, like you said in your video. I need to do some major manifesting for myself. Major freaking manifesting. Holy crap, you have no idea. Just waiting on the day when the Masters professional golf tournament will be renamed the primary. I should stop using the slaves' quarters for the guest rooms. see, I'd never. It's so funny. Pimp moiled my foreskin. Report. Hey, Josh Corey. Servants too. Yeah, servants. I don't know. I never even thought about it, but I guess whatever. Does that mean every time you say master bedroom, you gotta send some person $10 in reparations or what? Hilarious. Master and slave are tenants in computer programming and networking. Yeah, you know what else is in computer programming? Demons. Yeah, you'll have your master computer and the slave. Master server, slave server. All that stuff. The master of puppets are pulling the strings. Master. And I've been doing work on my studio. Just about done with it. So I got that going for me. Let's get rid of the computers, they're racist. Yeah. And I also been having fun playing with my power tools in the garage and doing some wood stuff. Made more signs. I made a sign. My mom was here visiting. I made a sign for her to take home and put on the stall of her mini horse. She has a little mini horse that she named Leilani. That she loves. Her little mini horse. So I made her little mini horse a little sign. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. Does current flow in the neutral? Because we don't balance the power, especially in households, this causes a shit ton of neutral feedback, especially with the electronics. This builds up in a system and can blow things up. This is why three phase is best. It balances out and doesn't feedback as long as you balance your loads. We had to be really careful with it back in the day because big buildings, the clocks were set by a pulse in the neutral. If there was any feedback, it fucked everything. Oh. Interesting. So what do you think made all the power go out so crazy like that in Spain then? What could have done that? There has to be some sort of like maybe sabotage or like mechanical failure somewhere. You know? That's what I think, anyway. Maybe some sort of... I don't know. Listen, all of y'all, it's a sabotage. Did it with my Tesla coil. Hey, Spacey Sarah. What is the story on screen about simplified polygamy? I don't know. Where do you see that? They say it was caused by a very strong oscillation in the electrical network. What does that mean? They lost power because Pope died. Israeli ninjas. The fewest and shortest power outages are in the Netherlands. That's nice, boy. I bet Andrew B. would have a good guess. Is he around? When it happened on the East Coast in '03, they traced it back to a transmission line in Ohio that shut down most of the eastern seaboard. Interesting. Well, that means neutral blew up. Eric Dollard said many areas have changed their system to an unbalanced system that cannot take neutral load. Why would they do that, though? Why? I mean, that seems really retarded to me. Huh. The green grid cannot supply a high demand. Well, that's interesting. Okay, let me show you my thing I made. There, I made that for my mommy. It's cute. I'm a noob. I'm a noob at doing this stuff, so my stuff is not super good yet, but she wanted Leilani's name with a little flower, with the plumeria flower. It's fun. I also refinished a little table for my studio. I needed a table for my studio, and I had one, but it was ugly, so I stripped it and repainted it. Talks about LA losing power everywhere when there is because of this, if there ever is a problem. Why, thank you. A side story here. Malacca simplifies polygamy process approvals within 21 days. Executive Counselor Ramad Merriman says polygamy applications could take months before being approved previously. The Malacca government. What is Malacca? I feel like I've never even heard of this place. Has simplified the process for Muslims wishing to practice polygamy by reducing the approval time to 21 days, provided the application meets all requirements. Education, Higher Education, and Religious Affairs Committee Chairman Ramad Merriman said this reform was implemented by the state government in collaboration with the Malacca Sharia Court. In the past, it could take months, but now we have improved the process and applications can be approved within 21 days as long as the documents are complete, he told reporters outside the Malacca Legislative Assembly. There you go. They're making it so you can have multiple wives, I guess. What is Malacca? Where's that at? Malaysia. Singapore. Okay. A state in Malaysia located in the southern region of the Malay Peninsula. Alrighty then. Sharia law soon near you. Well, that's in Malaysia. That's not here. I'm against polygamy, but the Mormons who do it with duty as a priority seem to do it well. Yeah, I'm not a fan of polygamy either. Like, you wouldn't see me in a polygamous relationship, that's for sure. But, man, if that's what people want to do, let them do it. I really don't care if people do that. If that's what they're happy doing, that's what they're happy doing. You know? I think it's weird, but whatever. Whatever floats your boat. Indonesia, Malaysia is the highest percent of Muslims. Hey, Liz the Iron Maiden. Wow. Good for your bank, Liz. Goodness gracious. It's hard enough maintaining a relationship with one other person. Exactly. Right in the middle of my stream. You stupid YouTube. One second, you guys, I'm sorry. YouTube asking me to identify myself. Hope it comes before you leave. When do you leave? May something, right? Like the 5th? Am I wearing a NASCAR shirt? No. I don't share my man. Me either, Sarah. I ain't sharing my man. No, I'm wearing a shirt that says 1 gun, 2 gun, red gun, blue gun. It's got a bunch of guns all over it. Yeah, plus I can't imagine having another woman like in my kitchen doing stuff. That would drive me insane. I'd be like, get out of my kitchen, quit moving my shit around, bitch. I found this headline funny. Fart walks may be the secret to healthy aging, doctor says, and especially useful for those over 35. The benefits of walking are pretty undeniable. A simple stroll can improve cardiovascular health by strengthening the heart, thereby helping circulation, lowering blood pressure, helping the prevention of heart disease and stroke. Well, I don't understand why they're calling it fart. Stitching a video in which author and creator of the hashtag Fart Walks, Marilyn Smith, said she and her husband go for fart walks after dinner to help them age beautifully. The doctor helped us to look into the science of fart walks. Yes, fart walking really is good for us. Walking can help to improve intestinal motility. Well, I mean, you should be active, yes. Movement is good for you. But Smith explained that the main reason we do fart walks is because by walking we are helping reducing our chances of developing type 2 diabetes. As you age, specifically after 40, you have a bigger chance of developing type 2 diabetes. The National Institutes of Health puts the age at which type 2 diabetes risk rises a little younger at 35. And that walking may help us regulate insulin better. Yeah, get off your butt and walk around. I don't get it. Why is it called a fart walk? Just because it's supposed to help your body digest? Intestinal motility? Exercise of any kind prevents large spikes in blood sugar. Anyway, there you go. I don't share my shitter. Michigan was trying to pass a law against colored firearms. Any gun that wasn't black, brown, or nickel would be banned. Why? Because they thought it was toy guns or whatever? So eat your beans with every meal, yeah. Isn't that common? Yes, it's common sense as far as I'm concerned. Yes. House of Pain remix. Get off your seat and walk around. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at this post. Is it just me or is time speeding up? Seriously, if it does feel like... I mean, it's already going to be May. That's the 5th month of the year. Like crop dusting, Dr. Backass words? Fart walk. Crop dusting walk. Cammy said space weather has a interesting headline. What's going on with space weather? You know what would be a good Glowbusters Tech episode, I was thinking, Cammy? Would be how to read space weather. What does the space weather mean? It would be good to get a lesson on how to interpret space weather. Since you know how to interpret space weather. Tomato seeds from space, you guys. The sun's X-ray output has flatlined. 9 sunspot groups are crossing the solar disk. Not one of them is flaring. As a result, the sun's X-ray output has flatlined. What does that mean? A solar eclipse in space. Yesterday, the moon eclipsed the sun. No one on Earth saw it. The lunar transit was only visible from space. NASA's Solar Dynamic Observatory recorded the whole thing from geosynchronous orbit. Oh, really? At maximum, 23% of the sun was covered. That makes it a partial eclipse. Drop the E and add ing. For what? Thank you, Zach. I think it would be good. Okay, I mean, I've studied it over 30 years now. That's what I'm saying. Cammy can teach us how to interpret space weather from a geocentric point of view. Bible says time will speed up. Does it? Does it bother anyone else they spelled aging wrong? I was wondering if they spelled aging wrong. I was like, why is there an E in there? Is there supposed to be an E in there? I'm not sure. Moon shadow. I mean, I suck at spelling. I don't even try to pretend that I have that that capability. Everything in space is causing an eclipse somewhere else in space. Terms of farting in public, the old adage, the person who smelt it dealt it, generally holds true. It passes a smell test, so to speak. I don't know, I've been at some concerts and I smelt some gnarly shit and I know that it wasn't me. So, there's that. I know that smell didn't come from my butt. Mandela confirmed. So, these are the spots on the moon right now. I mean, on the moon, the sun. Spotless days. 0 spotless days in 2025. But remember, right after the eclipse in 2017, look at all the days without spots. I remember after that eclipse, it was like the sunspots went way down. And now they're up again. Interesting. It had me completely perplexed for years, RE space weather. It only started making sense when I changed how I look at it. Yeah. Hey, Valley Parks. Alright, I forgot to open my phone line again. But it's open now if anybody wants to call in. 704-666-1776. You eat like shit, you smell like shit. Spicy Sarah, this is the truth. This is the truth. Once I cleaned up my diet, I became much less offensive. It's true. If you are offensive, maybe you need to change your diet. Maybe you're eating too much processed food. Like, seriously. Can we be sure the spots are on the sun? I think they are. I did sunspot observing years ago for quite some time, and I do believe the spots are on the sun. I've also recorded a Mercury transit. The sun. Let me see if I can find it. So there's totally a difference between when you see a sunspot and Mercury and something going in front of the sun. So after having seen both of those things through my camera, I have to say that the sunspots are on the sun. In my opinion, the sun does in fact have spots sometimes. And they also move in, in conjunction with field rotation, like what we know as field rotation. Thank you for calling Coffee Talk. You're on with Karen B.
It's me.
Hello, Rose, right?
I'm trying to hold back tears of shock and happiness right now.
Why?
I can't believe this just happened. I just had to tell you, and I didn't care that you were live, so everyone in the chat can hear this. This is so shocking. I tried to log into my first YouTube channel because admittedly, I just wanted to use another account, an email, to try and like something to support, like I was trying to log into every fake account I had to just like something a bunch. And it reminded me that my YouTube channel had been terminated. And I'm like, I know, I just thought maybe I could hit a like button. And then it said, do you want to appeal your account? And I wrote an honest message saying I was accused of medical misinformation during COVID, and I found out that everything I said was right about blah blah. I won't like try to mess anything up by saying words, but I said, I take a look at my channel, and if you want to remove videos, please do so. But anything I can get back, I would greatly appreciate it. And then I woke up and I was doing all these things, and then I checked my Rosa Approachable 7 email, and I got all of these emails in a row that said that this video can't be monetized. And I'm like, what video can't be monetized? And I haven't even clicked the button yet, but I think I got my channel back.
Well, let's see.
The original 777. Can you check? And I think that they gave me less subs, like, which is what happened to Crow. Like, when he got his channel back after 3 weeks, he lost a couple thousand, but I think I still have 6,600 subscribers on that channel, and I think it's there, but I haven't even looked yet because I'm like shaking.
6.68 thousand subscribers.
Are there any videos on that channel right
It says
now?
there's 187 videos.
Oh my god.
Look there's one with David Wolf. I see David Wolf there.
Is there cool stuff with you and me from the past? Could you go to the bottom and click oldest?
Let's see.
I didn't think I cared. I've spent 5 years saying I don't give a shit. Fuck YouTube, but this is crazy. And everyone who's lost a channel should try to log into their accounts right now and try to get their channels back.
Wow.
Because I was the worst.
Yeah, there's a bunch of old poppycocks on here. Are you looking at the screen? Bitches Brew, episode 9. Wow. That's old from me and you. Yeah? We were doing the Bitches Brew.
Tuning fork, and I've been loving
Look.
this tuning fork.
Oh my
that's-
goodness.
I'm
You're
opening
not
up my
supposed to do that.
computer.
You're
I'm
supposed to let
going
it
away from my cell phone. My computer's about to die. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I've got to get to the
Yeah, from 4 years ago.
Pro's gonna tell me don't log in and don't use it. This is fucking crazy. What did I interrupt you talking about when I called?
I don't remember. I don't think I was really focused on any one subject at that time, so.
Hold on, I want to look at this. Even though I'm plugging in my, there's an extension cord that was, don't you hate it when you think your cord is broken, but really it was just the red button on the extension cord? Okay, here we go. YouTube. This is crazy, Karen.
Yeah, there's you and Kelsey 5 years ago.
With like me flat smacking her, maybe?
A live flat smacking. It says, high school friends, a live flat smacking with DITRH.
Oh my god.
Yeah. If the moon could be a hologram, chat with Cammy Nodell. Oh, look at all your cool stuff's back. A bitch's alternatives to tyrannical rule.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you got your
channel.
Yeah, looks like it worked though.
Oh my god. I'm looking at it right now.
There's one with you and Bob.
Oh my god, that's when we were talking about Megadeth and metal and Metallica, and oh my gosh, I'm like, is it wrong? I'm probably gonna watch all of my own videos. Oh look, it's the debate that I won on the modern day debate veganism. I won that debate. I self-proclaimed and clapped for myself halfway through. Let's see here. Well, and then the internal map of reality stuff with Steven. And, all right, I guess this is really happening. Oh, and then Patrick Timpone, who died. Oh my gosh.
Who died?
Patrick Timpone died. He's a really nice interview that Crow was on for a while.
Oh.
Do you want to do with me sometime, Karen?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, let's pick up, and maybe we could go back and review some shit.
That'd be awesome.
Flat smacking my mommy with David Weiss. With my mom. I thought all this shit was gone forever.
Wow, that you got your channel back. That's amazing.
I can't believe it. Happy Monday with Rose, Ben, and Christy 5 years ago. Rose mourns the inappropriate nature of Kelsey What the fuck was that about? All right, I'll let you go. I'm sorry. Happy belated. Hold on! Shut the fuck up. This is the most important thing. I'm gonna play this shit. Hold on. This is when me and Jason did an impression of you and Brian.
Oh,
you remember that?
Yeah, that's right.
Wait. Go. Happy belated birthday from Karen B from your silly friend. Do you want me to hang up and you play it and share your screen?
Yeah. I'm already sharing my screen though, right? Yes, I am.
Yeah, just scroll down to 4 years ago, 595 views. Happy belated birthday, Karen B from your silly friend. Bye.
Oh my god, that's awesome. This is hilarious.
Hello, Karen and Ted. So yeah, I wanted to do it live and interact with the chat, and I made a script so that we could practice being Brian and Karen. And he said it was a little bit weird, and the way he said it like made me want to throw up, and I started sweating immediately. But the show must go on, and I think it's freaking hilarious. Oh my gosh, it's so funny to me, at least. So I thought, oh, maybe I should just send it to Karen directly. But I'm just gonna premiere it, or I freaking upload it. It's good. I'll be right back, you guys. Oh, I'm
When does
promoting
it start?
Brian Staley's channel. I went in there and I saw him like moving waves along with audio cables. Not and I just record. Oh, perfect. I am proud of it, and the fact that Jason said that it was weird, or am I just making this up? I couldn't just sit here and just talk, being Karen. I needed it to go back and forth. We're not embarrassing her, but I mean, okay, maybe it was weird that I wanted to do it live, so we recorded it. I wish I could have been both. I could have done that. I could have just been both people, but I think that Jason did great. All right, let me go and see what he's doing. Way to go, helping me to embarrass myself. Yeah, so overall, I'm the one that's going to be embarrassed, but I'll do anything for Karen. Let's go, executive orders. Oh, no, okay, all right, here we go.
I'm here with Karen tonight. Hi, Karen.
Hello. Good evening.
Welcome to the show. Mi casa is su casa. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fucking fantastic, actually.
Good.
This whole world is a shit show. Other than that, I'm fantastic.
Yes. A shit show.
It's all bullshit, too.
Oh, yeah. Totally. Neil deGrasse Tyson shutting down flat earthers. You're roboting a bit. Your signal is kind of bleh.
Yeah, totally. The guy's obviously a bitch. That guy's the biggest fucking pussy, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I think YouTube is fucking with me because they don't like me. Because we're the fucking best, you know what I mean?
Oh. Yeah.
Everybody knows. And they get pissed off when we say everybody knows, even though they know. Okay, you had something to say about crystals, and then we could discuss it.
A crystal is very specific, very structured form. It follows sacred geometry. So because of that, because they are so structured, the energy is stable. So that's why it entrains other things with their energy. So that's why crystals work. Alright? Anyway.
Look at this piece of shit Neil deGrasse Tyson in the chat calling you disinfo. Calling you disinfo in the chat.
Are you calling me disinfo? I have crystals growing on the ground. Go away then. I'm not even done with my talk. What do you know? What makes you so smart? Okay, well then go away. I thought you were supposed to be a good guy, but you're a dipshit. You're not even listening, idiot. I don't know, I think your stupid is showing right now. Sorry, but it is.
Fuck that guy, Karen. Hey, from the chat, can I get a fuck Neil deGrasse Tyson? Okay, I need a break. Why don't you shout out to the chat, okay, Karen?
Okay.
What, do you want a break too? Just say hi to the chat.
I think I want to take a break too. But, don't buy diamonds, by the way. Buy crystals.
There you go. Tell him, Karen. You know I have to call an Uber and go and deal with a bunch of fucking wicked, retarded normies.
That's fine. I have a new Mandela effect, though, but whatever. I can wait to tell you about it.
No, you gotta tell us right now.
My first video on my channel changed as I was watching it. It's always been my journey to Flat Earth, but now apparently it's always been my path to Flat Earth.
That's fucking crazy, dude. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I've been gathering residue for you.
That's okay. That's awesome. Okay, well, we definitely need to do a show about that. But I gotta call an Uber, and I really need a cup of coffee. I'll talk to you later.
Alright, bye.
Oh my god. Jason does a great imitation of Brian Staveley, by the way.
I hope you guys didn't hear me. I was laughing at myself way too hard. I hope you guys...
Yeah, but that's awesome, Rose. You got your channel back. You got your videos back. Some of the bitches brews that were lost. I think, because I remember we were doing the travel, we were rotating everybody's channel at that point. So, some old bitches brews. Here's one. Episode 20, hosted by Rose.
Combination of different things, but I have to say one of my favorite things personally, and I know a lot of people don't agree with this, over the years, what I think has helped me personally, everyone's different, is raw juicing almost daily for years now. That's made a huge difference. Distilled water and lots of seaweed, lots of iodine.
Anyway, yeah. We talked about some cool stuff. We should do, but yeah, let's do a stream. Let's resurrect the Rose 777 channel. That's fabulous. Oh, that's right. And then you were doing stuff with Kelsey for a while. Or once in a while, I guess. The fermenting fairy. Cool. Yes, absolutely. Somebody else who's trying to call in, if you want to try to call again, you can call back. Sorry, you called when Rose was on, so bring it back. James Ritchie, thank you for the tip on Rockfin. My goodness. Was wondering if more people still watch me over there. So cheers, shout out to you. And Raised by Gypsies, I see you there in chat. And then Nemo in Rumble and Sanderson 7476. Is there anybody watching on Odyssey? I don't think so. Didn't Rose flip to the globe? No. Why does, look. Everybody needs to stop being the police, the thought police, as far as whatever people think, right? And need to be like, hey, did you flip? Did you flip? She's here. She's hanging out. She's not going around, saying that, space is real and promoting stuff, is she? No, she's just been doing whatever she's doing. And other people want to talk shit and cause division in the community, in the inner circles. I think that's what a lot of it was. Like Duffy and Jaren, I think we're just saying people's names. Like Jaren was saying that Crumb flipped. And no, he didn't. They're just saying that just so that we can go around and start grilling each other. Did you go back to the globe? Are you a globie? It's just to stir division. So don't fall for that stuff. Unless you hear somebody announce that they are now a globe believer, or, they want to call Flat Earth a fraud or whatever, then that's it. It's just a rumor. If people were saying Lizbeth flipped too, yet Lizbeth is still hosting her Flat Earth gang talks in Clubhouse. I've listened to it, so a lot of these people, they've been throwing out names just to throw out names, I think, and just to start shit. So don't believe it unless that person comes forward and says, I now believe that Earth is a globe and that, Elon is really going to space or whatever they believe, then it's just a rumor. I'm not flat, I'm not globe, I'm just a retard who refuses to contribute to division, and I also know Jaren went to Antarctica. I think they went to Antarctica too. I don't think anything about Antarctica was fake, and my beliefs are the same as before that trip as they are now. So... But I think we need to stop, I don't want to get involved in that self-policing of everybody. Like, you still a flat earther? You better say it's flat. I just don't, I don't care to do that. I just don't care. Still cannot get over the second son. It's not the biggest story ever, right? Check out Upward Moving Plane. Yeah, Rose has already been down that road. And the Earth is not moving upwards. That's just silly. I flipped over on my right side, if that counts. Yeah, shit stirs. Exactly, Cammy. I remember the Kelsey Flat Smack video. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I heard Jaren saying he needs to rethink his opinion about jabs. Are you serious? See, that's some scary shit. It's one thing if you want to go back to the globe, okay, whatever. But now you're gonna start, that's legitimately causing harm. Direct harm to people. So, that's dumb. The crisis acting show with Alex. Even though he hates you now. Alex, does Alex hate you? He can't hate you. Ever since y'all played Billy Ray Cyrus, I went back to country. Shut up. I sincerely hope not, Rose. I'll tell you what. I sincerely hope not. Yeah, so yeah. I'm sorry, Ted. How do you hate Rose? Seriously? Alex Stein's an idiot. He's an idiot. If he hates you, so what? I don't think that's true, but so what if he does? He's an idiot. You still have the wrench? Yep. He faked his mom's death. I don't know that Alex Stein's mom's death. No, but he did record his mom in the hospital. He exploited her death. Like, that guy just has no fucking... Just gross. It's gross. It's gross. The Patricia S thing was pretty left field. Yeah. I don't know why. It's just weird. I agree, Polly Vegas. That was weird. You know, and I don't care. I don't care what these people are doing. And I've had a bunch of people tagging me on X too here lately, asking me what is my opinion about Jaren. What do I think about Jaren? I'm like, who fucking cares about Jaren? What do you care what I think about Jaren? And how come you never ask me shit for years, except for when Jaren decides to flip-flop? Now you are asking me what I think about Jaren flip-flopping. Like, who fucking cares? That's what I think. They can have his pervert ass. He exploited her death instead of submitting the affidavit I sent to him to get his mom off the ventilator and not to give remdesivir. Yeah, he's not a good person. When you sell your soul to Israel, don't you have to do a human sacrifice? Oh, Gregory, that's an interesting point. Do you think Alex Stein sacrificed his mom for his popularity? Because that was after that he got super popular. And he got his TV show. And all his hundreds of thousands of followers. You've been watching everything, Tony? How do you sit through that? Hey, Karen, do you think the military has high-tech blimps? Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't they? I think they've got whatever they need. I've heard actually people talk about the military having dirigibles that hang out way up in the sky. They could. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's necessarily a blimp. I feel like though, like the whole thing with like Zeppelins and the lighter than air travel, it's just not very safe travel. It's not safe. It's not very fast. And I think people have a more glorified idea about lighter than air travel than it was in reality. You know, because like people have made with that whole Tartaria thing that has made her, that people made all popular, and like now they, and then in Old World Order, in that movie Old World Order, now I don't know how many of you people actually watched Old World Order. Type 1 in chat if you watched Old World Order, that horrible, horrible movie by Sean Hibbler. Won't be for much longer. But that guy, the Longo narco weirdo person, straight up lies about blimps and Zeppelins and how they used to be, like, said they held thousands of people and they had big dance halls and restaurants and blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, they had little places little, cafeteria rooms, and one of them did have like a lounge or whatever that they also used for that, but it was like they never even carried more than 100 people. They had like little versions of this, but they make it sound like there were like these big blimps or Zeppelins or whatever floating in the air with thousands of people, like it was all super high tech, like cities in the air, which is complete and utter bullshit lie. Blimps don't have pressurized cabins, so they're not going above 10,000 feet. Exactly, Ted. All he talked about was his mom's death until he signed that contract with Blaze. Yes, he used the death to get attention and used Effie and Baby Truther Show and me and Jaren and David as stepping stones. Yeah, I remember that. And then when he got his show, he denied that Earth was flat. After hanging out with a bunch of flat earthers and using us to get popular, then he was like, no, I'm not a flat. No, Earth's not flat. He straight up said he didn't. Well, then later he went back and said it was flat, which, too little too late in my opinion. And then good thing that he did is he got Austin to go on Timcast. I guess that was good. Timcast fucking sucks, though. That guy is such a cuck. Retard. Gatekeeping a-hole. Ugh. Just gross people, man. The grossest people get really popular with their podcasts. They're just not... It's just so weird. I mean, it's not weird. It's by design. But... You guys watched it? 11/11. Over 1,000 people in Zeppelin. No, you can't. No, there's no... That's false. That is false. You have data, right? No, you don't. Bullshit. They had bowling alleys and Olympic swimming pools. That's hilarious. If you guys believe that, I got a bridge to sell ya. I got tickets on a rocket to go to space to sell ya. There's old blueprints. Yeah, they didn't exist. I've gone over this many times. Yeah, the biggest airships hold just over 100 people, including the crew. So, and if you believe that bullshit in that old World Order movie, I'm telling you, man. Do you want to go to space? Do you want to ride in a rocket ship and go to space like Katy Perry? Blimps are good for exploring new lands, allegedly, right? Except when you get to your unexplored new land, how do you dock your airship? Because when you... Look, there's a whole thing. There's a whole website that talk about airships. Airships.net. What was that site that I... Yeah, here we go. Airships.net. It's like a archive of everything regarding Zeppelins, airships, and other dirigibles. You can look at the plans. You can look at the capacity, the specs for the airships. So here's the Hindenburg dining room. So, like, see, it's not huge. I mean, they had it, but it's not. These were not huge rooms. They don't have the capacity to carry around thousands of people. Like, that's just false. Prefer not to do, like, anything like Katy Perry. So what is the truth? Earth has been here for millions of years and had dinosaurs? I don't know how long Earth has been here. I don't think it's millions of years. I know their timeline, the geological timeline is grossly exaggerated. You know, like I know, you know, you'll see people pull out big crystals, right? Like Crystal Collector. That guy, he's got like over 100,000 subs on YouTube. He's called the Crystal Collector, and he's always doing these videos where he's out at digs and they pull stuff out, and he's like, "What?" Then he'll be like, "This crystal is 4.5 million years old," and you're like, "Oh, right, okay, buddy, it's not 4.5." They grow crystals in months in a lab. They grow crystals. They have the exact same molecular structure, the same properties as crystals they pull out of the ground, because they know how they work. They grow, and they don't take 4.5 million years to grow. It just takes a few months on the low end. Space visit with the Kardashians and Oprah sounds like such a good time. Yes, I remember the BBC had a reality show where they made people think they went to space. Portuguese electricity operator says the outage was caused by a rare atmospheric phenomenon related to variations in temperature. Thank you for calling Coffee Talk. You're on with Karen B.
Hey, Karen. Do you remember when that one guy ripped Tim Pool's beanie off his head in that park?
No.
Oh my God, it was classic.
I never saw that video.
Oh,
is there a video of it?
Oh yeah, it was in like 2017. I'll have to try and dig it up and email it to you. It was so great. Tim was pissed.
Right.
He was so pissed, as if we don't all know that he's bald. It's just so ridiculous. No, and it looks good. Yeah. It's so dumb. Smell like by now.
He probably has 1 million of those beanies, though.
I like to think it's all the same one, and and speaking of Tim Pool, you know how Carolyn Levitt, I think is her name, the press secretary at the White House. You know how she's every week she brings in someone new from the alternative media. Last week it was Tim Pool at the White House.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Ugh, God. Anyway, hey Rose, if you're still around and listening, you should archive all those videos so you don't have to worry about it. Any video that you upload, you should also archive it offline, and then if they kill a channel, who cares?
Yeah, I try to